appears to be one here. Just let me know if you can hear me. My audio's good and video. If there's any issues, just please let me know. Meeting will begin here shortly. All right. All right, greetings, whoever joined us on Facebook. Thank you for being here. If there's any issue with the audio or you can't hear me, just let me know. Type it in here. All right, thanks, Drew. Appreciate that, man. Okay, let's see. Just setting up some stuff. We'll just wait a few minutes. Hopefully more people come. If not, that's okay. It's a video anyway. Let's see. Yeah, just trying to blast this out here to all these different Facebook groups. You know, all these Facebook groups. You can't see me? Oh, that's because I have the thing in the way, right? Can you see me now? Erica? Okay. I mean, do you want to see my ugly mug? That's fine. I was going to keep myself veiled until the time, but that's all right. I'll keep it up. Sylvia. You know, I told you before, it's my sister's name. She lives up in Rhode Island. I hope all of you meet her one day. She's awesome. I love my sister. So if you want to know a little bit about me personally, I have a sister. She's 1 year younger than I am. She has 3 children. She just had her last baby not too long ago. Little Sunny. They call her Sunny. And yeah, I have a brother too. Yeah, that would be great. It would be great. And I have a little brother too. He's 8 years younger than I am. His name is Joshua. Joshua Michael. Joshua Michael Rose. Oh, if you want to know my middle name, by the way, I only post my first and last name, but my middle name is Wayne, if you're curious. And tell you a little bit about my brother. He is actually an Army recruiter right now in Texas. He's got a beautiful little family there. He has 2 sons, and Wyatt and Caleb. Such beautiful little boys. Love those kids. Yeah, I'm just sharing this out to all the groups I'm a member of. As I was saying before, you know, there's so many political groups for New Mexico, and I just wonder why. Why don't you guys just make one big group for everybody that, you know, is not satisfied with the way things are? It doesn't matter what your opinions are about politics or anything. I mean, we all see the same issue. Hey, Jim! Good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Hey, if you could, man, share this video out there with anybody you know. Hubby did 20 years in the Army, and your son is now 14. Wow. That's awesome, Sylvia. What a sacrifice your family made for our country. Thank you. All right. I got an emotional message for you guys today. I'm going to try not to lose it here, but I tell you what, just talking with all of you out there, it just gets a little much sometimes, you know. I get overwhelmed. Sometimes I just need a moment for myself just to compose myself again. Because I'm telling you people, We are on the brink of something revolutionary. And I am just trying to sell a vision to you guys, you know? Selling it, yeah, but what am I asking for? I'm only asking for your support. That's all. I'm only asking for you to say that you can see it. Now, you may not 100% believe it, but I'm telling you, you are talking to a man who believes this with everything in his soul. Okay, we're not going to lose. This campaign is going to be unbeatable. Because you know why? No matter what people say about my opinions, you know, I will tell you exactly what I believe about things. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not here to swindle you. But I'm promising everybody, you're going to take control of your government again. I'm telling you. It's going to start right here in New Mexico. And I'm telling you, this may sound silly right now, but it's just like the Napoleon Dynamite, Pedro's campaign. Pedro, Peter, the Stone. Vote for me, and all your wildest dreams will come true. Hey, good people, we need to have hope, huh? We always need to be looking for tomorrow. Because today, we're just surrounded by hopelessness and just anger and hate. But there is a promise of a brighter tomorrow. I know it. And I know this. It's going to blow your minds. It's going to blow your minds. And I can't wait to see it. It's going to blow my mind too. I can't even really imagine it. When the people actually rise up and take control of their government again. There's so much potential in this country. Really. Every single one of you. All the families in our nation, in our republic, ought to be owning land. Ought to have their own little kingdom. So no matter what laws are passed out in the public, you guys will still enjoy your liberty at home. Home. Everybody should have a home. And you know why that is? It's because when you are at home, you are at peace, and you have liberty. And when you have liberty and you're set free, you can do anything. And I'm telling you people, there's so much potential in all of you. All you need to do is assert your rightful place in our government again, which is above the government, not below it. It should work for you. It should work for you, not for anybody else. Not for the rich. You know, we're not here to make the rich richer. They say, I've heard this saying, a rising sea lifts all ships. But I tell you, I think that's a big lie that's sold to all of us. No, no, no. When the poor become rich, we all become rich beyond our wildest dreams. I'm telling you. The key to good business, I've seen it and I've studied it. The key to good business is that if you have the heart and your intention is true to really truly help people and serve people, they're going to turn around and love you. They're going to turn around and love you. And you know, that's what I just want to explain to you guys, how I have learned to love people. And I'm going to tell you how I'm going to love all of you in New Mexico. New Mexico is going to be the first in the nation. They are going to be, you all are going to be a true example of what our republic is all about. Listen, for those of you guys out there who think that the Pledge of Allegiance is racist and these old historical documents are racist, they might have, okay, I will acknowledge this, okay? Maybe they were loved and held close by racists. I don't know. I don't know those people of the past, really. I don't know their lives. I don't know the situation they were in. And that goes for anybody else. See, me as one individual, I have no right to judge anybody because I don't know anything by myself. Which is why I am tapping in to the collective wisdom of the people. All of you. See, I told you this from the very beginning. I do not have all the answers, but I know where the answers are. It's going to be coming from you. When all of you come together and unite and just sit down and get to know each other, talk to each other, love each other, and start thinking. People don't think anymore. They let other people do the thinking for them, and they don't understand that those people that are doing the thinking for them are exploiting you. They are robbing us blind, people. And I'm going to use these two systems to put it into this. If you know the Bible, you know about David and Goliath, you know? And I guess some of the inspiration for this is like, the rep the people system is the stone, but I'm going to show you the sling. And we're going to take that giant down. And we're going to use the government, their sword, and cut off their own head. And all the people will know God loves you. Or if you're an atheist or agnostic, whatever, the highest power in existence, whatever is controlling all of this, if you believe there is something or nothing, you know, natural law, whatever, is all for your benefit. It really is. It really is. And I'm going to explain to you what I envision here about the Empower the People system. And I think we have enough people, so we'll go ahead and begin, okay? So, listen, the Rep the People system, it's actually meant to preserve your individual rights, to protect you from the tyranny of the majority. And I'll explain to you how that is. And then I'll go into this Empower the People system. But just a quick explanation, okay, of the Rep the People system, in case you missed it, and I'm going to further elaborate on how this all works. The Rep the People system, listen, in Congress, in politics, in our government, you only have two opinions represented. Truly, two parties. You guys are not voting for ideas anymore. You're voting for your party. And you know what that really means? You know what a law is? A law is an opinion with teeth. With a gun. Okay? That's what it is. The government says, hey, rape is bad, and if you rape, there's a consequence for it. So, we're going to use the gun to enforce that. To bring justice to the land. Okay? But this applies to all laws, even tax. You know, I don't know what you guys think about income tax or that amendment, whether it's legit or not, doesn't matter. It has teeth. It has a gun, okay? But when you start voting for parties, people, you're voting to arm a party, okay? When you vote for personalities, you're voting to arm a personality. I don't want that. I want us to start looking at ideas. I want us to start thinking. We got to think. If we think, great things are going to happen. We're going to start voting for ideas and giving the best ideas the gun. Who would you want to have a gun anyway? A thief or your best friend? I'd want my best friend to have a gun because he's going to use that gun to defend my life. Okay? So, let me tell you about this. Oh, and just to further elaborate, okay, on the Rep the People system, everything I'm referring to, the links, they're going to be pinned on my Facebook page. Pinned to the top of the page. They're probably right there right now if you want to look at them. They're videos. Please share them. This message is going to change this nation and the whole world, and I'm going to show you how. But anyway, we should have 435 different opinions represented in our House at the federal level. We should. We should. This is our republic. This is how it's built. We should. Now, people say 100, but I say 50. We should have 50 different opinions for each state represented in the Senate. I say 50 because two senators of the same state ought to work together for their state. They know what's going on and come to an agreement as to what's best for their state. But listen, they're not there as little kings and queens. They're there as your servants. They're your tool. That's what I'm volunteering to be, people. Your tool. I'm giving you the tool, the weapon you need. And what is that weapon? The weapon is an offer no one can refuse. Nobody can refuse. Nobody can refuse this. And I'm going to show you how this Empower the People system will work in conjunction with the Rep the People system, okay? So what is the Empower the People system all about? Well, remember, I explained to you how legislation will be filtered by you. You'll have complete control over whether I vote yes or no in the Senate. Okay? Over each and every single legislative agenda, whatever it is, whether it's judicial appointments, impeachment, bills, okay? You're going to have control of that. However, what I have not explained to you is how we're going to propose legislation. Now, when I first get in there, I'm a realist. I know what's going on. I know what's happening here. I'm not going to get on any committee. They're not going to let me on a committee because they don't want you to have a seat at the table. I'm telling you this. But within 6 years or so, you're going to see people run on this campaign using this type of system, and they're going to win all over the country. You know why? Because people are waking up to the corruption in government. Listen, go to opensecrets.org sometime. Just take a look. You'll see. This one company, like this big insurance company, banking company, whatever company. Oh, I'll be right back. I'm going to close this door. Sorry. So you're going to see that these corporations and lobbyists, big pharma, all the ones, you know, the 1%, the deep state, Illuminati, whatever you want to call them, the lizard people, they donate to Republican and Democrat parties. Why do you think that is? Do you think they're stupid? Do you think they don't know what they're doing? Did they make millions and billions of dollars by being an idiot? No. They know exactly what to do. They have to lobby the people that make the laws so that those laws benefit their profit-making strategies. Okay? And the problem is that these corporations are driven by nothing but greed. They don't care about your rights. They don't care about the poor. They don't care about the homeless. They don't care about anything. They don't care about people. They don't love people. But that's how it's supposed to be. They're a corporation. They're supposed to be in it for money. And this is a good mechanism, but I'm going to show you how it's going to work for you. For you. And not for anybody else. For you, the poor and downtrodden, the oppressed. This campaign is for you, and that is why I'm going to win. Because there are far more poor people in this world than rich. Did you know that? Simple, right? Easy. That's easy to understand. And you know, the thing is, these sitting Congress people, they're actually invested into these companies. From on both sides. Democrat, Republican. We got to break the programming. And here's how we do it. We do it with a grand vision. A vision. That's why, you know, if you've read my posts, I tell you, you conservatives out there, libertarians, you need the childlike heart of the liberal. You need the vision. You guys are just tomato throwers. You know, most of the time, you're just tomato throwers. Somebody comes at you and say, hey, racism is a problem. And what do we naturally do? No, it isn't. Listen, how do you know that? You only have the perspective of one person. You know everything? Oh, but I read the news. Okay. Listen, those people that give you news are in it for money. Just like those corporations. They're corporations, okay? They don't care about you. You know, if they really did, all these famous talk show hosts, I always wonder, hey, you're awesome, man. You know, you know what's up. Why don't you run? You got all these fans. You know why? Because they're happy and content Why would they want to run for office? They're making millions of dollars off of their media. All right? Understand this. But who is driven? Who really cares about change? The poor and the oppressed. And that's what I've become. Because my eyes were open to everything. What's going on here? And the potential that we all have together. And the tyranny I see coming in this land. So, I tell you, you poor, I'm on your side. I'm on your side. And this is what we're going to do. This is just a proposal. Consider it a rough draft, okay? The Rep the People system was the first thing that crystallized in my mind. But this Empower the People system is going to be essential. Essential. This is really going to change the world. And I'll tell you how. When I'm not in Congress, this is exactly what I'm going to do, people. I'm going to host feasts, okay? They're town hall meetings. And I will have $3 to $6 billion a year in the SOPOEA as your senator to do this, okay? The SOPOEA. And I'm going to use that money also to build a system for you whereby you'll have complete control of my vote in the Senate on other proposed legislation that comes from other deep state puppets. All right? Other one percenters. I would advise you probably to say no every single time until the people have control all over this nation. Okay? And then it will be safe. Then we can actually maybe consider things. But I'm telling you, no matter how good things look in these bills, I'd say 99.9% of them are horrible bills. That's what I say. That's my opinion. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't know everything. And I know I could be wrong. But I still want you to live again, to have hope. Now, at these town halls, right? I'm going to do one in every single district, state district. We have 70 of those here. I'm going to try my best to do it. And if that's too much, I will do it near the centers where the poor people are. Where the poor are. Albuquerque, Santa Fe, the inner cities. Okay? And here's the reason why. Here's the reason why. Because it's also going to be a good work to feed the poor. And here's what's going to happen. At these town hall meetings, we're all going to eat together. Whoever you are. But the poor, though, mainly. I want to be close to the poor so that they can just walk there if they could. Okay? But you richer folks, you know, who have a heart with the poor, who are poor in spirit, you could drive there. And if we have to do it at these inner cities, you know, close to them, we're going to maybe provide shuttle services, okay? So that the poor in the rural communities can make it there too. This is going to get people involved in politics. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you bread and wine. Bread and wine. Bread to feed you, to give you strength. And wine. No more than 6 cups, though. Alright, if you can handle that. But I would suggest to not get drunk. And you don't have to drink wine. There'll be water, too, for those who don't like wine or don't drink at all. But the reason for that is because you guys need to sit down together, have a drink, relax, put your guns down already, and start listening to each other. That's all. Just listen. People are so quick to speak. They're slow to hear. And I would advise you, you richer people, you conservative-minded people, listen to the poor. Most of the poor, they're liberals. And you know why? Because they're dreamers. They're dreamers. They have ideals. You don't have to poo-poo on their dreams. If they tell you about a dream where there is no racism anymore, don't tell them there's no racism. Tell them, I'm here to help you fix it. Let's think about it together. Let's fix it together. Because if you don't do that, people, if you don't do it, they're going to turn to the government to do it. And you know what? The government, they will gladly do it on their behalf without regard to the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence, the Bill of Rights. This is what is happening. This is what is happening. And when those parties do it on their behalf, the government, it doesn't benefit the poor. It doesn't benefit you. It's a lose-lose for all of us. Okay? Now, at these town halls, think about it. All these people are coming together, and there's going to be a lot of them. A lot of them. These are going to be centers for all your charities to come, all your churches to come, and to put your money where your mouth is. Bring your food. Bring other food. You know, I'm going to have bread and wine. I'll provide that. You bring whatever you want and feed it. And feed the poor. You need to take care of our poor. We need to take care of our poor. And I tell you this, the poor are going to launch you into a golden age here. And I'm going to describe in detail, you know, a little bit about how it's going to go. Before the town halls, right, on this website you'll have polls. No, I know it. Here's what we do. We just brainstorm together. After we all eat, we'll have a time to just sit down and brainstorm. We'll have like a big board, whiteboard out there. We'll let the people speak one at a time. Tell me your most important issue. Tell me your most important issue. Climate change? Racism? Criminal justice reform? What is it? Are you taxed to death? Do you feel like you're overregulated and you can't compete? You can't compete? You can't start your own business? What is the most important issue to you? We're listening to you. And we're going to let the poorest of us speak first. And they're going to come. Because we're going to feed them. We're going to feed them. I'm going to give them bread and wine. And all you conservatives out there who are worried about the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, you're going to come too. And you're going to lobby these people. And you're going to do it in such a way that you're actually going to be taking care of the poor. Listen, here's the concept you need to grasp a hold of. When the people are the true power, which they are already, but when they take the power back, Microsoft is not going to lobby whoever in government. They're not going to lobby them. Who are they going to lobby? They're going to lobby you, the poor and the needy, because there's so many of you and you're going to have so much power. What are you going to see happen? Think about it. Just think about it with me. You're going to see them invest in you. Yeah. You're going to see them invest in you. You're going to see Microsoft, Facebook, Goldman Sachs, Big Pharma even, start trade schools. So that, you know, giving you opportunity to start a career. They're going to start charities to minister to the poor of their community. Why? Because the poor of their community are going to have the power. You're going to see wealth and prosperity like you never thought possible, people. You just got to take control of the government. He that makes the rules has the power. And if you have the power, you'll get the money. And you don't have to eat the rich. Listen, don't say stuff like that. Don't say socialism. Don't say Marxism. Don't say communism. Put yourself far away from those terms. Because I tell you this, you're causing the other side, the conservatives, to freak out to where they don't even listen to what your problems are. Because they perceive you as you're trying to come with a gun and try to take away everything they have and redistribute it by force. But I'm telling you, people, you take the power back, they will willingly make you rich. Now, here's how it goes. We come together, we all eat together. You'll have churches there, charities, whatever, feeding the poor. And you're all going to sit down and you're going to talk about whatever you are. You know, what do you stand for? You stand for, social justice. All right, awesome. Let's see a world. Let's see if we can get to a world where social justice is implemented without violating our rights. That's all I ask. I think we can do it. We can do it, people. The Constitution and the law, the Constitution, the supreme law of the land, only restricts the federal government and state governments. But look, under the Constitution of the United States, there is a wide range of things we can do together. A wide range. Hey, socialism might be good as an experiment at a small microscopic level. Maybe at in your little city, your town. We'll see how it goes. If people like it, they can stay. If they don't like it, well, maybe they could go to another place that doesn't want socialism, but they want like unfettered capitalism. That's cool. But I'm telling you people, what you have right now is neither at all. It's not one or the other. What you have right now is a bunch of fat cats up there arguing about whose turn it is to rape you. That's what's happening here. And you guys keep voting for the same people. Stop it, please. Stop it. I'm going to show you how we can do this. We come together, get to know each other, talk about things in a loving way. And you know what? There's going to be no guns at these meetings. Not at all. Not one. It will be just like a courthouse, okay? Metal detectors, no weapons. There's alcohol there. We'll have armed guards. And any of you that want to cause a ruckus, you're going to get kicked out. Because when you do that and don't let other people speak and don't hear other people, you've lost your right to speak. And you got to get out of here. But you'll have your turn, each one of you. And we'll stay as long as it takes. I'll be there. If you want to stay and hash things out even further with me, I will stay. I promise you. Because I love you. All of you are going to know how much I really do love you. All right. So, after that, we have a whiteboard here. What's your main issue? And then we're going to brainstorm. How can we fix this? Well, maybe a charity. Okay, that's a good idea. Yeah. All right. Well, what about this law? We can make this law. Or maybe we need to repeal this law. And you know what? You always have conservatives and libertarians there to critique you, maybe. And put you back to the drawing board. Give you an alternative. See, here's the thing. When someone offers you a plan, don't just say it's not going to work. Offer them an alternative. That's how you love people. You don't tell them they're stupid. Hey, I'm guilty of the same thing too, and I'm trying to improve. And you know what? On this campaign, I'm learning a whole lot. I'm learning how to do this. Learn with me. That's what I ask. Learn with me. And you're going to see the whole world change. Imagine a world. Look, you know how much land out there is controlled by the state? You know how much land is controlled by the federal government? Too much. What if we did this? What if the people decided? What if they up and decided this is legal constitutionally and it's not infringing on anybody's rights? What if they decided, hey, how about we divvy up this land and give it to the poor? Like, just give it to them. Give everyone a stake. And they could do with it whatever they want. They could sell it. They can keep it, build a house on it, whatever. It's your choice. What if we made it like everybody making $40,000 or less a year? Give it to them for free. And let them sell it. Or build on it if they want to. What if we did that? See, the possibilities are endless. Now, some of you might be worried about conservation. Okay, I get it. I get it. But we can work through these issues, people. Some of you like hunting, right? And you're going to be like, where do I hunt? Well, tell you what. When all this land is starting to go on the open market, that's going to bring the price of land down. It is. It is. Or I don't know. Maybe it could boost the price. I don't know. I don't know the potentials, consequences of these things, but I know there are people out there who do. And you're going to come to these town hall meetings, and you're going to explain these things to us, the people. And you're going to help us out. Okay? You're going to help us out to do these things the right way. The right way. And so we're going to hash all these things out together. And we're going to come up with ideas. And we're going to take a vote on these ideas. These ideas. And we're going to use a ranked choice voting system. And you know what? This town hall meeting is open to all people. You don't have to be a registered voter because, you know why? Us as Americans, right? We have the right to vote. Okay? Not foreigners, right? Not foreigners. But us Americans, we have the right to vote. And only registered voters will vote in the Rep the People system. But the immigrants among us, whether they're undocumented, illegal, however you want to call them, or documented and legal, they have a vested interest in making this land a better place too because they live here. So it's not going to be in regards to who's registered or not. All of you that come to this town hall, and you could also attend virtually if you want. You know, we have that technology. Zoom meeting. All of you will have input, and it's going to be ranked choice. And we're going to make this fast and efficient because we're just proposing legislation. Remember, when we propose legislation, if this system is implemented across the whole nation, at the federal level, it will have to go through the people of every state and every district. Okay? So don't worry about that. But here's what it's going to do for you. At the local, state, and local level, you guys are going to see your communities flourish like never before. All of you are going to start loving each other. You're going to start turning off CNN and Fox News. You're not going to watch the news anymore. You know why? Because you're going to be getting your news from each other. And what's the most important news, people? The most important news is what your neighbor is facing today. The problems that they face. That's the most important news of the day. I don't care what's happening in China right now. Listen, we got to take care of each other first. And that starts with your neighbor. Do you hear me? Now, when we conduct this first round, right, we're going to have issues, problems that are identified with brilliant solutions. And you can select no also. But it's all going to be ranked choice. All right? And we're going to cut it down, maybe half it. We're going to take these issues, do another round of town halls, feeding the poor together. Feeding the poor together. And we're going to vote on these issues again until we come up with one. And then we propose legislation. I'll have my team of lawyers, we'll draft something up, and I'll present it to you. You people say yay or nay. And if you say yay, and if one day, I tell you one day, I will be on a committee. You will be on a committee so that you can propose legislation and make real change. And even if it doesn't happen at the federal level, see, I would suggest you guys not focus on the federal level. Because according to the 10th Amendment, the states have a lot more freedom to do whatever needs to be done. And that's the Rep the People system and Empower the People system, because all your state representatives are probably going to be there. They should tune in and listen if they want to keep their jobs. And if they don't listen, we're going to fire them. Easy. And you're going to have regular people in there, right, who really care about you because they're poor just like you. Listen, any of you poor people out there, you can take this campaign. You can run for office and win at the state level. Easy. You can even become the U.S. Senator after me. It's not hard. It's really not hard if you care about people and use this system, just like I lay it out. So, you're going to see the state actually get to work. for you. And all the laws or the laws that are repealed or passed at the state level is going to make real change quickly. Federal level, hey, let's not be so tyrannical. Texas can do whatever they want. Alaska, let them be Alaska. California, if they want a communist utopia, let them try. Why not? We have 50 states for a reason, folks. It's because this country is an experiment of ideas. It's supposed to be. Hey, Houston just implemented universal basic income for everybody. And then what does the news say? Oh no, this is the dawning of communism. Whoa, chill out. Let's see how it works out. And let's see why it doesn't work out. Maybe we can improve on it. I don't know. Listen, I don't like communism personally. I think there are better ways. And the conservatives and libertarians there can offer you other ways to go about it. Now listen, that's all I'm going to say about it right now. But that's how we do it. This is the empower the people system. And you poor and hungry and oppressed, you who go through every day struggling, I hear you. And I'm going to fight for you. Like, really fight for you. I'm not giving you useless platitudes that politicians give you. And I'm going to tell you something else. I'm not going to be in politics forever, folks. I hope that I only have to do one term as senator. Really, that's my hope. I hope I can see all this change in just one term. I'm going to be popular, people. Listen. That's why, listen, if you could see this, how unstoppable this campaign really is, please tell a campaign treasurer or somebody out there who knows how to manage data, how to manage finances, and knows campaign finance law. I need help. Because when this message starts getting out there, people are going to start donating. And you know what? I don't need that many donations. Why? Because I'm going to have an army of the poor and the oppressed. They know I'm standing up for them. They're going to vote for me. And my donations may not look awesome. It doesn't matter. I don't need $5 from you. I don't need any money from you, poor people. All I need is a signature on a petition, and I need your vote at the end of the day. But listen, there are people who are well-to-do, like I'm pretty well-to-do. I'll tell you how much I make, okay? I make about $76,000 a year, which is awesome for eastern New Mexico. I got a big family, I got bills, I got debt, but I'm fine. But I am poor in heart. I feel you. And you're going to know it. You're going to know it. And I'm going to tell you this. When I'm in office, I'm going to tell you this up front, okay? I'm going to be making millions of dollars. And not from corruption or anything. I will publish a book, documentary, whatever. This will be popular. It's going to go, I'm telling you, it's going to set the world on fire. This needs to go out there. But I'm going to sell it. And here's what I'm going to use my money to do. I'm going to have my salary as a senator, okay? I'm going to be fine. I don't need those millions of dollars. I am going to go to all the poor neighborhoods. I'm just going to give you the money. Seriously. If you doubt me, you lose. You believe me, you win. New Mexico. We're going to show people the love of God. We're going to show people that it's more profitable to give than to receive. And you know what? I will never have to work a day in my life ever again because all of you will be my family. You'll all love me. I will never have to worry about not paying bills. Because I could just ask you, hey, can you help me out? I know you would. I know you would because you're going to love me. I love you. Love breeds love. This is the secret weapon, people. You've been hating each other for too long. Really. Stop. Stop hating. Let's come together. Let's drop our guns. Let's leave our weapons at the table. Let's go in and let's just sit around the table and eat together. Let's just have a chat. Okay? My opinions are not going to hurt you. If anything, they might help you. You judge for yourself, you know? Is my opinion worth anything or not? If not, then you come up with your own solution and vote for it. You see, this is peace. And watch this. I'm going to tell you how it's going to change the world. You know, everybody's up in arms about this adding Puerto Rico as a state. My only issue with that is Martin Heinrich, our senator, and Ben Ray Lujan, you know, and all the Democrat representatives. I'm not saying they're wrong, but how come they're not asking you? You're the boss. Why do they tell you how it's going to be? You know? Hey, listen. I might like going to the movies, right? You might like going to the movies, but how would you feel if I came up to you and said, hey, we're going to the movies? Would you like that? Would you appreciate that? Is that respectful? There's no respect nowadays. We're going to get it back. They're going to respect you again. They're going to honor you again because you deserve it. It's your right. Really, it is your right. You're a human being. You should be loved and cherished and valued. Why do you think there's so much crime? Nobody cherishes or values these people. I'm telling you, people of New Mexico, none of you are going to have a reason to steal, to kill, or destroy. You're going to be happy and content. Because the potential for your wealth is unlimited. The second you think that anything is impossible, that's the moment you lose. That's the moment you die. Let's live and dream, liberals and conservatives. Let's think. Let's think. Because if we don't start doing this, our republic is doomed. It's doomed. But we can save it. We can right this ship. We can turn it around. Imagine a world where everybody was so wealthy, there was no crime. And if there ever was, it would be such a monumental event. The whole community would come together and look at this. They would go to the courtroom and say, what happened here? Because they love each other and they know that person. That person was always at their town hall. They met them. They ate and drank with them. They knew them. Okay? So many things. The possibilities are endless. What if we saw real justice for the victims of crimes? What if a woman who is raped has a decision? She has the final say. If a man is found guilty of it by the jury, what if she had the final say of what the punishment should be? Up to death. Look, we've heard about Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, right? We've heard about them. Tell me, what were their victims compensated? Did they have any choice in the matter? Is it true justice to say, for the government to say, to some judge to say, hey, you owe this person whatever? No, no, no. If you rape, you should die. However, maybe we could see some mercy, and maybe the rape victim will say, you know what? Don't take his life, but I will take everything he has. You see? To make an example, or to make sure this doesn't happen to other people. I am telling you, all of you will be empowered. You will all become lions, people. You will never be afraid of anything again. Our science will be unleashed. I but truly do believe this. And I'm not saying whether this is a good or bad thing. Personally, I think it's a bad thing. But you guys are going to strive for this. I know it. And you're going to defeat death. You're going to defeat death. If you want to know my personal opinions on that, it has a lot to do with prophecy and scripture. Okay? But I'm telling you this. America's going to conquer the world. It's going to be one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You see, those documents, this is why history is so important, because those documents in the past is not talking about what the Republic was then. It's not talking about what the Republic is today. It was a vision for the future, people, where each and every single one of you becomes a king and a queen with your own land, your own castle, okay? And nobody, not the government, not anybody else, can intrude on you so long, if they don't have a warrant. If they're not welcome, then get out of my face. You have no reason to suspect me of anything, because in the public, I am righteous. And the community knows me. They know I'm a good person. Get out of here. Get out of my face. Every single one of you will be able to do that. Promise you. You just have to see it. You have to see it first. Okay? And I'm giving you the plan to do it. And then we're going to put flesh and bone on this plan. Put it in action. And see what happens. Anyway, last time I did not give you guys a chance to follow up with your questions, so I'm going to stay here just as long as you want. Okay, I have time. If you guys have questions, go ahead and ask them. Go ahead and ask them. But I will say this one thing to you, and put it in the simplest terms as I said at the beginning. Vote for me, and all your wildest dreams will come true. I tell you. And I tell you this. I'm going to become rich. All right? But as long as I'm in the office, I'm going to show you guys I'm not going to live on anything else but my salary as a senator. Everything else is going to go right into the heart of New Mexico. You guys need bread. You guys are so weak. You need strength. Get your strength. New Mexico is going to show the world eventually. And you know what? America's going to conquer the world, not by force, people. Not by force. We're going to be so wealthy, so prosperous, the people are going to want to join our union. And why wouldn't we want them to join our union? Maybe in a slow, methodical process, But hey, we're going to make this whole world Americans. Yeah. But they're all going to keep their own culture. They're going to be their own sovereign states under our Constitution that preserves the liberty of the individual. Because what is wealth if you can't do what you want with it? Right? I say do what you want with it so long as you don't steal, kill, or destroy. And listen, you folks who have different opinions about things, like people are fighting for pronouns and stuff. Hey, some of you don't want that. Me, personally, even though I may disagree with the whole transgenderism thing, if you want to be called something, I respect you enough to call you whatever you want to be called. You want to be called a lion? I'll call you lion, man. You want to be called chicken? I'll call you chicken. What does it matter? What's most important is that we love each other. I don't care about our beliefs, our knowledge. What about you, the person? That's who I care about. And that's the truth, people. I'm telling you, I'm speaking to you from my heart. This is the heart. Okay, the last time when I talked about the people system, that's the brain. That's the mind. But you got to connect the brain with the heart. And the heart needs the brain. You guys are like two sides of a fascinating mechanism here. It's the yin and the yang, the light and the day, whatever you want to call it, whatever symbology you want to use. But you got to come together. You got to. And then we will realize our dream of the Republic. The prophecy. I pledge allegiance to the flag. It's one flag of the United States of America, and to the Republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now look, gun control. See, look, gun control is going to be a debate of the past. When all the other nations of this world become states of our union, maybe divvied up a little bit, broken up, into individual states, under our flag, no more nuclear weapons. No more standing army. We'll have no more enemies. We can just make it like, okay, you can carry a pistol and a rifle to hunt. Right? What's wrong with that? And now look, for you vegans, right? See, these are liberal dreams. Maybe one day we won't have to kill anything at all. The only problem is, I'm not a vegan because your artificial meat kind of sucks. But what if our what if our science is advanced so far where we could just grow flesh without a soul or a creature attached to it? Anything is possible, people. I'm telling you, we're going to a time and place where it's going to be a production race, not an arms race. You need a dream. Conservatives, you need to dream. And the liberals have the dream. Liberals, you need to think. And the conservatives are the thinkers. Let's come together and think together. Let's come together and dream together. And anything is possible. This is an anti-corruption campaign. It is a revolutionary campaign. It is a unity campaign. But more importantly, this is your campaign. Your campaign. So, if you want to help, please, you're more than welcome. More than welcome. Anyway, do any of you have any questions for me? Okay. Zachariah, he said, that sounds dangerously globalist. Dude, it's already globalist, man. We make treaties with nations. We have the UN, the WHO. We're basically under one world government, except this one world government is run by corporations, not by regular common folks like you and I. That's the problem, man. Believe it or not, I'd love to sit down and talk to you. And I do look forward to meeting you, Zachariah. Dude, Zach, we're going to do great things together. We are. Anyway. But it's a globalist under a republic, We'll always have our constitution. The constitutional republic. And the people all over the world will be free and in charge. And when that happens, this world is going to be something else. Something else. And we can make it happen real fast if we want to. Or we could take it slow if you want to. It's all up to you, the people. And it will always be we, the people of the United States of America, because that was the origin of this. Oh, dangerously in a way that a lot of people get violent for. Oh, not saying it. I get it, Zachariah. I get it, Zach. But listen, man, we're going to break the programming that we're all under. Listen, I'm programmed too. See, we got to realize that I'm programmed. I'm programmed by what? By what I think I know. I don't know what I don't know. All I know is what I'm fed every day through my own experience, through what I let myself watch and see and the information I intake, That's where I get my ideas. But does my opinion, does my own idea mean anything? No, it doesn't. Not until we get the collective experience, the collective idea. That's what we need to realize, is that we need each other. The ones we hate, we need them. Listen, I've railed against the lobbyists, right? But we got to understand, we need them. They're going to be an essential part in making all your communities flourish again. you'll probably see the end of high school education. Right after middle school, you'll probably have the option of Facebook will say, hey, why don't you come and we'll teach you how to code, right? We'll teach you how to do whatever. And you know what's good about these businesses? When they train you, they don't train you to conform, although some might, but if they want to be successful, they should train you how to think. How to think, not how to conform. And I'll tell you this too. When you actually do have the power and you have a powerful voice at the town hall meeting, do you think your boss is going to treat you like crap? Do you think your corporation is going to just treat you like your cattle? Like your robots? No way. There's going to be respect again. But it's always going to have to be a mutual respect. You know? That's what I'm saying. Is there anything else for you people out there that you have for me? Help me. I would say if you have any criticisms, any critiques of how this system is going to work to propose legislation, please let me know. We can do this. We can make it better. These are just rough drafts, right? But with an essential promise that I'm going to give you, the poor and the oppressed, control of your government. And I just want you to meditate and think on the implications of such a thing. All right? Think about the long-term vision. Immigration won't be a debate anymore. The arms race and arms control, gun control, could be a moot point now. Crime essentially disappear. Justice, true justice, empowering the victims. Who knows? Who knows? I look forward to going on this journey with you. And listen, don't ever call me your leader. I'm never your leader. I stand side by side with you. I'm just your bro. I'm just your friend. What leads us, good people, is our spirit, the human spirit within each of us, and the dreams and hopes we have. If you talk to conservatives, if you're a liberal, listen, talk to them. Maybe you'll find out that they're not really as racist as you think. Maybe they do see some of the same problems that you have. Listen, I know, I understand. A lot of black people are gunned down by the police. But you know, I've seen a lot of white people gunned down by the police too. For no reason. What if we could do away with all victimless crimes? Do away with those laws. I think they're ridiculous, don't you? And then you wouldn't see anybody being in prison for having heroin or something. That's insane. Insane. We do live in an insane world. You know why? Because these two essential elements have been separated and not allowed to come together because of our fear. I'm telling you, this is why I'm empowering you. You're not going to be afraid of one another anymore. You're going to love each other. And together, we're going to go. We're going to go and realize our dream together. A dream where you can be you and I can be me in peace. And you'll always be welcome. Yeah, Zachariah, we'll talk about it, man. It is divisive. I tell you, it is divisive. The truth, it divides and unites. You know what it's going to divide? It's going to divide the poor from the rich on both sides. But the poor are going to unite and we're going to take over. But we're going to respect the Constitution together. You know, we're going to do it in love so that the other side can't use propaganda against us saying, hey, they're going to take my guns. No, that's not our goal. Our goal is for a world to get to a world where Maybe guns aren't necessary anymore. Is that possible? Maybe. But are you going to get there by trampling on people's rights? By treading on people? No, you're not going to get there doing that. There's other ways forward. I'm telling you, there are. That's why I want you guys with the dreams to meet the ones with plans. And their plans aren't perfect. You can help them out. You can help them out. And I'll try my best to help them out too. We're all working together. We need to work together. The people are so powerful. They can do so much without the government. Like, okay, reparations, right? I tell you this. If I get popular, I'll help you guys out. I'll help you start a non-profit organization to take donations from people that feel the same way you do about reparations. Okay? And then we'll just go to the black communities and people of color, right? The poor, the needy, and just hand out money. Why couldn't we do that? We could do that. We could do that. And it would stimulate the economy. Like really stimulate it. But we could do this without pointing a gun in people's face. Think about this. If you came up to somebody, stuck a gun in their face, and asked them, give me $5, they're more inclined. They're more inclined to want to kill you. They're going to want to kill you. But what if you just said, and just asked people, can I have $5, please? If they got $5 on them and they don't need it, why wouldn't they give it to you? Now, I get it. Not most people are like that, but that's because you're a stranger to them. Get to know them. Get to know them at these town hall meetings. All right. Anybody else have questions for me? There's only 3 viewers now. Okay. So, the Rep the People system, you know, if you can buy into this vision, please share my videos. They're pinned up at the top of the page. That's all I ask. It's for your help in sharing the word. Rep the People system, empower the people system. These 2 systems will work in conjunction with each other to change the world. Alrighty. Anyway, I said enough. Just know, this thing's about to blow up. The cat's out of the bag. That's why I'm not afraid of people assassinating me or anything, because somebody else could just take this up and do it. And I hope many of you out there will. Thank you, Sylvia. Wow, you're still here with us. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Alrighty. Well, till next time, good people of New Mexico. Talk to you later.